everyone, this is Phoenix Play, and today my friends we will be talking about something that's pretty different from my yesterday's video, which was basically what Call of Duty. Well, it isn't very different, but it is pretty, it is different, but it's kind of like in a different context, so it is kind of related to the Infinite Warfare's first trailer. I should have made this video way earlier, but Infinite Warfare's first trailer, that is the reveal trailer, and they kind of had there's a short. I'm particularly going to be focusing on this video because that kind of links it to this game being on PlayStation 4K. And if you don't know what PlayStation 4K is or PlayStation Neo, it is basically a stronger PS4 which was leaked like way early in the year, and at E3 they confirmed it, but they didn't give us any info. So around about when the PlayStation VR will be launched, they will kind of get that information coming in, and probably next year they'll launch it. But they can't just launch something and say, okay, this is the thing, but we probably don't have any game that you'll play on this. You can play on this. So right now there are probably already games which are being developed. And yesterday's video also talked about how the game kind of looked like Walking Dead a little bit. Like the textures they were a bit flat, they weren't as crisp, and they kind of, you know what I mean, like like they were different from the last games we had. However, this should have been better, but the cutscenes still looked stunning, and like that kind of doesn't fit in really well. So like it's probably will make more sense if the game is in 4K, and like because the artists need to do a lot, like 4 times more details in theory, they probably are like have to leave more space for this to like they gotta get the whole thing completed rather than get like doing only half of the game, but like only 1/4 technically in those good graphics, because there's in 4K, it's 4 times of what we usually have, and it is going to be 60 FPS as well. So they kind of, the coders had to do more stuff, and like we have seen some water and stuff, reflection going on, lighting going on. Like they could have easily coded that in, and like the lighting still, like the kind of like the entities and stuff, I thought it looked a bit weird, but that's just me being silly. And they obviously are still still improving it, and the new PlayStation 4K isn't going to have anything different coding wise, but it's going to have different graphics and stuff along those lines wise. So now I think with that being explained, I think we could kind of get into this. And another thing is that like the reason that the Xbox One S has been launched, and but not for this, is because now Call of Duty has a contract with Sony, rather, which was basically with Xbox for most of the time before Black 3 came out, Advanced Warfare, and before that most of the times Xbox had the contract. That's why the games were always announced at the Xbox conference rather than Sony, and now they are being announced at the Sony conference because they have the contract with Sony, and that's why it's probably only going to be released on PlayStation 4K. So I think that now is a good time to take a look at that shot, and I'm going to play it for myself, and you guys are going to get to see it. You can see like the kind of like the plane going in, but you can see your cockpit, and you can see like if you look at this, the shot right after that, like both of the shots have kind of like the same end of the Jacob, which is the shape, like the end of the spaceship looks same. So in the first shot it kind of was just zoomed in, and there didn't really seem like there was a drop in the resolution, which should have been if it was in just 1080p, because if you zoom in into 1080p stuff, it's gonna like the resolution gonna drop. However, it didn't seem like drop. And another shot which basically I realized that this one, the last one I just seen, you can see this one like clearly zooming in, and like it zoomed in like pretty much like 4 times, and you could see this. So just the fact that they're zooming in and they're able to zoom in without drops of resolution kind of mean that this might be coming to 4K. They could have pretty much retextured that particular shot for 4K, but it wouldn't make sense. So that's just one thing. I really want to point that out. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this silly face. And for now, like, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.